Breaking news, Nigerians. Fresh allegations have emerged concerning the involvement of the Edo State Commissioner of Police, Nemi Edwin Iwo, in a political scheme orchestrated by Nyesom Wike himself, the former Rivers State Governor and the current Minister of the FCT. And according to credible sources, Wike played a pivotal role in the deployment of Edwin Iwo to Edo State with specific instructions to target Governor Godwin Obaseki, a fellow member of the People's Democratic Party, in the run-up to the forthcoming gubernatorial election. Sources within the political circles revealed that Nemi Edwin Iwo, now Commissioner of Police in Edo State, was a classmate of Nyesom Wike during their university days. And this long-standing relationship is believed to have been a major factor in Edwin Iwo's recent deployment to Edo State. Wike, the appointed minister of the FCT by President Bola Tinubu, has allegedly been using his newfound influence to sway political outcomes in key states, including Edo State. And Wike and Edwin Iwo have a close bond that goes way back. And it is no coincidence that Edwin Iwo was transferred to Edo State just before the governorship election. So it seems Wike has been pulling strings at the federal level. And part of the plan is to use Edwin Iwo to deal with Obaseki and weaken the PDP's chances, a source familiar with the matter disclosed. Godwin Obaseki, yes, who has been a prominent figure in the PDP since defecting from the APC in 2020, has reportedly been on the receiving end of this orchestrated campaign. And despite being in the same party as Wike, Obaseki's friendship with the former Rivers governor has soured over the years, leading Wike to openly support the APC candidate for the Edo State governorship election, Senator Monday Okpebholo. A senior police officer speaking under anonymity confirmed that specific directives were given to Edwin Iwo upon his deployment to Edo State. It seems that they've been, some kind of conspiracy from Wike's end towards Obaseki. And the clear instructions from Wike is for them to deal with Obaseki. The plan is to use the police force to create a hostile environment for the governor and his supporters, while ensuring that the APC activities goes unchallenged. This strategy, according to sources, involves using the state security forces to clamp down on key figures, to disrupt campaign activities, and to provide tactic support for APC in critical areas. And the overreaching goal, they say, is to ensure that the APC emerge victorious in the election by leveraging both political and security forces in the state. And since Nyesom Wike was appointed as the FCT minister by President Tinubu, Wike has become increasingly estranged from the PDP. Despite being a PDP member, Wike's actions have raised eyebrows within the party, particularly his constant support for the APC. He has been accused of engaging in several anti-party activities which have promoted discussions about possible disciplinary measures within the PDP. Political observers note that Wike's alignment with the APC become more pronounced after his appointment to the FCT. His backing of the APC's gubernatorial candidate in Edo is viewed as part of an agenda to undermine Godwin Obaseki's influence and to re-establish his political relevance on the national stage. So Wike has finally become a thorn in the side of the PDP. His anti-party activities has been numerous since he became the FCT minister. And by supporting the APC in Edo State and deploying Godwin Iwo to further his agenda, is showing that he's no longer loyal to the party. He is not longer loyal to the party. Meanwhile, as the Edo State gubernatorial election draws closer, concerns over the fairness of the electoral process are mounting. The alleged involvement of the police commissioner in a politically motivated scheme has promoted fears that the election may be compromised, And several civil society groups and election observers have called for vigilance and transparency to ensure that the election is free and fair. Following this revelation, calls for an investigation into the circumstances surrounding Edwin Iwo's deployment have intensified. And I think we really need to do further investigation into this. My country people, what's going on? I mean, at this point, I feel that Edo people are wise enough to take the best decision, and their future lies in their hands. They shouldn't allow any form of compromise whatsoever in Edo State. Be it from the PDP, from the APC, or from the Labour Party, they shouldn't allow any form of compromise. Even if it's coming from the police, they shouldn't allow such a thing. Even if it's coming from the electoral body INEC, it shouldn't be allowed. It must be resisted by all means. Edo people will not sit back and watch as their mandate is taken away from them. So, guys, what are your thoughts on this? I mean, if this is true, then this is really unfortunate that Wike is trying to do one or two things in Edo State. Edo no be Lagos, as said by Edo people. I mean, there are some things Wike should know that he shouldn't involve himself in if he is truly behind this alleged move, because it's alleged that Wike is behind the transferring of this IGP to Edo State, because we heard news reports lately that some policemen from Abuja were deployed to Edo State, and their aim is to arrest PDP party faithfuls, to arrest PDP chieftains, to stop them from mobilizing, to halt their mobilization ahead of the election. How come all these things is happening now that the Edo State are gearing up for the election? So this kind of politics is not what we need at this point, and Edo people should open their eyes, because there are some politicians that are hell-bent on making sure that they perpetrate evil, and it must be resisted. It must be resisted. So any plot by any politician whatsoever to turn and subvert the will of the people on the election day will be resisted. So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section. Thank you.